My legs were crooked, and one of the ways that they dealt with straightening out your legs and this was back in the 80s, they would put your feet on in some shoes and nail the shoes onto a board. But we would do these races, and I remember being the last person in the race every time, and it was a real struggle for me. And in academics, I remember being last person, and then I developed this sort of feeling that I really sucked at a lot of things, and I wasn't all that great compared to a lot of people. And I felt like I was very much like behind, and I wasn't very good at anything, and I couldn't make friends or anything like that. But I began to believe in myself a little bit more. I remember studying nonstop in night all the time to get into university, and I did, and I actually got into a really good university in an engineering program. I still felt I had this belief in myself that I was behind or I wasn't good enough. You talk to any of my friends that are from university in my undergrad program, they'll tell you about that. That's all I did was study. And then after that, I got into a good master's program, and then my PhD, and I became a management professor. And all throughout the process, I've always felt behind, or I can't do things, or I'm problematic in some sort of way. I've become to accept that that's part of who I am as a person. I do struggle with things. Probably you do too. I do think that there's lots of people in this world that feel the same way that I do. And so I've come to the conclusion, and maybe you have this conclusion too. Absolutely everybody else sucks in this world too. We all have our things. We all have our limitations, whatever that is. Our flaws, whatever they are, or whatever we think about, they're not flaws, not limitations. They're not things that are holding you back. They're just your unique things that make who you are.